This week on AA Insurance Location.
Skippity do.
We're on a real estate rummage.
Mum and son, not our normal pairing.
Hunting for vintage treasures
Looking for something that's got soul.
Plenty of character from the outside.
and modern masterpieces.
Bit of a wow factor.
You can see two oceans.
But with high expectations
Compromise isn't really in our vocabulary.
Okay.
and even higher stakes,
You'd need to act in the next 24 hours.
Will we find property paradise?
I'm not sure we're grand people.
You're selling yourself short, Andrew.
This time, our property hunt has us searching for very different tastes in Tāmaki Makaurau.
I'm tasked with a pair of lovebirds looking for wow factor and also an ocean outlook.
And I'm hunting high and low with a mother and son who are vying for a vintage dream to put their stamp on.
Yes, we have some very different challenges this week, but you know what? I'm up for it. I'm pumped. I'm excited. You're not too worried, are you?
Oh, I'm fine, Jane. I just had some rescue remedy.
That'll do the trick.
I did. I drank the whole bottle.
Oh, I think I should drive home.
riding the real estate roller coaster is not for the faint-hearted.
And it's a white-knuckled ride that Abe and Laura are ready to hop off.
It's up and down, it's fun, it's exciting, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's mostly just scary.
This mother and son have been hunting high and low for a place to call home that reflects their vintage sensibilities.
We're collectors. Oh, these are cool. Some would say hoarders. We prefer to term it collectors.
Curators, maybe?
Or curators, yeah. We see the beauty in historical things and rescuing things. This is a commode.
Is it?
Yeah.
Damn. And I would have made a casserole in there.
This passion was finally honed in Mexico, where the whānau lived for almost 15 years, until COVID stopped them in their tracks.
We left with 2 suitcases of possessions. We left our dogs with friends, and then we headed to New Zealand thinking we were coming for 3 months.
With the ongoing pandemic, it became a permanent move. But after so long in Mexico, there were unexpected repercussions for Abe and his sister.
The thing that hadn't struck us before was that the kids weren't going to see themselves as New Zealanders. That was going to be a culture shock for them.
To arrive during that, a period of uncertainty with everyone, and then have our own sort of cultural identities in question as well, was really tricky.
To add to the uncertainty, Abe's dad departed the family unit soon after. So mother and son decided to band together as flatmates.
In Mexico, it's kind of a normal thing to live multi-generational.
We're mates as well as
Yeah.
just the family dynamic.
Abe and Laura are now passionate about creating a new family base in Aotearoa.
7 generations now have been born in New Zealand. It would be terrible for me to imagine that we don't have a foundation here anymore.
But with their home in Mexico taking some time to sell, Laura isn't in a position to buy. So Abe's made the call to go it alone on a mortgage and make sure Mum is looked after too.
I couldn't see a world where I was happy with Mum having to work out who's going to be her next flatmate, and the ability to know that Mum's sorted in the housing department at least as well. I figured that'd be the most important thing.
With Abe and Laura's love of vintage, it's no surprise their dream home needs to come with a bit of character.
It's just an era house, really. Whether that is 70s, 60s, 50s, really character-filled. I'm more than happy to do a bit of renovation. I'd prefer not to have paid someone for their renovation.
It's vital the new home has space for Abe's sister and room for all their creative pursuits.
Some land, because I like gardening. I'd set up a dark room if I had the space.
And while Abe and Laura's tastes are closely aligned, their priorities do slightly differ.
If experience so far is anything to go by, I'll be harder to please on character, Mum will be harder to please on area.
We'll see.
I love nothing more than hunting for real estate treasure. I can't wait to get stuck into this brief.
Morena, mum and son,
Yes.
out on the hunt, not our normal pairing. What are we looking for? What's on the list for me?
Yeah, it's a bit of a list. The biggest thing is that we both work in very separate locations. So connectivity in terms of public transport would be pretty critical. Central is ideal. Space to have a bit of a garden would be fantastic.
We're both happy to have something that's run down rather than run up by somebody who doesn't have the same taste as us.
Somewhere more character would be lovely. You might be surprised what I find character built. It's a pretty low bar. It can be somebody's 70s wonderland.
Something that hasn't been modernised, hasn't been refurbished or anything like that, where you can feel like you can put your stamp on it.
We'll leave it unstamped.
Yeah.
How much money am I shopping with?
We're not trying to make it easy on you. I'm pre-approved for 950,000.
Right.
I could potentially stretch a little bit more.
I do love a good challenge. That's my mission.
And we'll be forever in your debt.
Right, well, you'll be probably in debt to the bank, but...
Hopefully not forever.
Exactly. Look, I'm really excited to be on this journey with you. It's a real honour. Should we get to work?
Let's go.
OK, right, let's do this.
For their 950,000, Abe and Laura are looking for a character-filled home with 3 bedrooms. It must be close to public transport, and a garden would be a big bonus. They'd like to be as central as possible, but are open to any suburb for the right house and transport links.
Well, Paul, my couple had their life upended in the pandemic too, but my brief couldn't be more different. Renovations will make these two run a mile. Caroline and Andrew are looking to put down roots in Auckland, but it can't be any old house. It needs to knock their socks off.
Bit of a wow factor. Not a grandiose factor necessarily, but a wow factor.
We want this place to be really special because we've been living out of our car with 1 case of clothes for 3 years.
During the pandemic, Caroline and Andrew decided to sell their house and go on an extended trip back to the UK, where they made an unlikely discovery.
We hit on house sitting. It was just a way of being in England for a long time without it costing a lot of money. But we discovered a whole new world.
I get my dog and cat fix, and then back to their owners and off for another adventure.
What started as a short-term solution became a 3-year escapade.
We've lived in 110 different places.
But like all good things, it's time for this adventure to come to an end.
Just this last couple of months, we've felt a bit of a lack of connection. Things like Christmas and birthdays, they can be quite lonely when you're on the road and nobody really knows you. That and wanting to be part of a community again.
With children and grandchildren desperate to visit, it's time to put down roots. And Caroline and Andrew have surprised themselves by settling on Auckland as a destination.
We've been so amazed by the coastline. We had no idea how beautiful it was. We think that everyone here must be sworn to secrecy, not to tell anyone else, to keep it as beautiful as it is.
So, what does their dream Auckland property look like?
10 million. I can't afford that.
That one will do.
Sea view. Gotta have a sea view.
Oh, no.
All right. Oh, yeah, you go. Go on.
We decided that as long as we could walk to the sea,
Okay.
that would be okay. If you look at the map, it's not far from the sea.
Okay, yeah. Ho-hum, middle of the road, elevated.
With a sense of spaciousness, that we don't feel closed in.
Yep, it's all right. Hasn't got that wow factor. I love my neighbours. I don't like them too close. No,
This one you can see a fence.
I don't like that.
We want it to feel peaceful. We want to feel that it's our oasis.
That coming home feel. I'm looking forward to finding it.
Caroline and Andrew are a couple very much in love and very much in sync. But could one of them be harder to please this week?
Without a doubt.
Oh, fact. No words necessary.
Caroline, I've got my eye on you, but I've got a few real estate tricks up my sleeve as well. Morena, guys. How is the house hunting going so far?
We haven't been in a single property yet.
So I've got fresh blood.
Blank canvas.
Blank canvas. Which area in particular are you focusing on?
Apart from avoiding CBD, we are totally open. We just would like to go anywhere you'd like to take us that you feel would meet our brief.
This is amazing. Okay, great.
Budget-wise,
Yeah.
1.5 to 2.
So if I found something that was a smidge over 2, is that a no-go?
Not sure I'd like to work. I'd love to, but
There's a word I want to use, compromise.
Compromise isn't really a word in our vocabulary.
Okay.
I think there's going to have to be some compromise.
Of course.
But if you take more than one of the criteria away, I think someone's going to start crying.
Okay, well, we don't want any tears. So. Well, you guys have given me a very exciting brief, a very broad brief. I'm going to have to get some gas in my car.
Oh, yes.
Let's do it. With their $2 million, Caroline and Andrew are hoping for an elevated home with wow factor and walking distance to the beach. They'd like 2 to 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms with a sense of spaciousness and ideally some distance from their neighbours. Oh, and a sea view would be most welcome.
Jane, do they know this is actually quite a tall order in Tamaki Makaurau?
Yep, I know. I guess this week it's my turn to be nervous. This week, we're on very different missions in Tamaki Makaurau.
Yes, our house hunters are polar opposites in terms of taste, but they've got the same dream in mind, finding their perfect property.
Tamari here, Jane.
Oh, look at this place.
I
This is a
know.
great spot.
What a find.
Amazing.
Yeah, how you going?
Good. I'm working with the lovely Caroline and Andrew. They've got a pretty healthy budget, between 1.5 to 2, although they've got a probably bigger list. They want sea views or be close to the beach. They want to be elevated. They don't want to see their neighbours. They don't want to see any washing on the lines. We want oasis. We want wow factor.
You're going to need every cent of that budget.
Yeah.
Well, mine's quite a sweet story, actually. Got a wonderful mother and son that I'm working with, Laura and Abe. They've been living in Mexico for about 15 years.
Oh, wow.
I might have to brush up on my Spanish.
Or your margaritas.
Probably the margaritas.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're looking for something with character.
Something that's got soul.
That's it. And they're looking central suburbs, but they've only got 950 to work with. Might be able to go up to that sort of 1 million, 1,050,000 mark.
Well, that will definitely help because you could potentially looking at $1.2 million properties. I always say on this market, it's definitely worth a cheeky offer.
Yeah. Well, I love cheeky, and I love offers, and I love a challenge.
Great.
Are we ready?
Yes, let's go forth and conquer.
I don't know about the conquering part, but go forth, yes. Let's do it.
Caroline and Andrew have fallen in love with Auckland's coastline, so there's no better place to start than the North Shore. I'm kicking off in Castor Bay, where the average home hovers around 1.3 million. Now, they've said a view isn't necessary if they can walk to the beach, so I'm about to put them to the test.
One thing you mentioned in your brief was oasis. And I hear you do like bird life.
Oh, I love my bird life. So,
There's
yes,
quite a
I can
few
hear
up in the
rosellas
trees out
already.
here. First impressions.
It's very serene. Love it. Yeah.
I
It's
like
good.
that it's so sunny, and we heard parrots as we drove up, which makes it seem very tropical.
The community here is awesome. We're moments to the beach, but I think we need to get you inside the house. Shall we go and have a look?
Let's do it.
All right, let's
do
go.
it.
Not bad, but I think the view is going to be more important than they're letting on.
You might be right there, but this home packs a lot of punch in other ways. This gorgeous 70s dream has been lovingly renovated and has 3 bedrooms. It has a beautiful kitchen diner, cosy lounge, and downstairs there's loads of room for guests. The house sits on a massive section and the wraparound balcony allows views of the lush planting and pool. It doesn't get much more oasis than this. It is sitting around the 2 million mark, and I'm not sure they'll be willing to go that high without a view. But hey, we can only try.
Look at this, a pool. That wasn't on our list.
Yeah, that's an added extra. Come on in.
Oh, look.
Beautiful kitchen, morning sun. It was born in the 70s. And it was a batch for the family's great-great-grandfather, who was the Mayor of Devonport. It stayed within the whole family realm.
Oh, that's quite special, isn't it?
It is.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to leave you to it. Please soak up the house.
Okay.
So, see you very soon.
Surely will.
Cue the birds.
Ah, I love the wraparound deck.
Yeah, it's a very open feel, isn't it?
Well, I feel we got off to a very positive start. We definitely got the oasis vibe, the tranquility, the quietness. We may be lacking a bit in the sea views, but at least we can't see the neighbours' undies on the clothesline. Very important point.
Bathroom. That's modern, been refurbed.
That's good.
That's
Yep.
a nice modern bathroom.
Been done.
Oh, master bedroom. I really like the double aspect. The bedroom being at the back of the house, I think, will make it quite quiet.
Quiet.
Bit of bird life for you.
I should say.
What have we got down here? Oh, wow, this goes on forever. There's a whole other house under this house, isn't there?
That's ridiculous.
And it's not set out how we would use it, I don't think.
Slightly unusual.
This could be quite cool visitor accommodation.
Airbnb.
No.
Airbnb.
Woohoo! You guys, woohoo! Over here.
Hi.
Hello. This could be your very own national park.
I know,
What do you mean?
it's quite the oasis, like you said, isn't it?
It is. Well, you've been through the house. What are your thoughts?
I really like the floor level that we came in on. Could see Andrew and I there because it's got a nice cosy living space and
Exactly.
bedrooms.
Not quite sure I understand the lower level, although that's potential for visitors.
The one thing that I would have liked in addition is just that feeling of spaciousness. The oasis is beautiful, but if it was to tick everything, it would have that feeling of view.
So this is stunning. But I totally agree with Caroline. What we're looking for is a more expansive view. The other thing that's slightly let down is lack of ensuite.
Price guide would be early 2s. I feel I probably haven't quite hit the nail on the head on this one.
Close.
All right, luckily we've got another 2 up our sleeve.
True.
Shall we go and check out property number 2?
Let's
Love
do it.
to.
All right, let's
Yeah.
go.
Now, I don't want to say I told you so.
Yes, Paul, I know. I think the view really will be make or break, and I'm adding ensuite to the list too.
Abe and Laura have searched extensively all over Auckland, but currently rent in Mount Eden, a central suburb teeming with gorgeous character homes. They'd love to stay, but know that Mount Eden is a long shot. So I'm excited because I've found them something spectacular, right next door in Epsom. Similar places go for around 1.2 million, so significantly above their budget. But we all know that right now is a buyer's market.
Welcome to the Casa Loma.
Just to make your job a little bit harder, we have seen this house already. There's a beautiful property.
I
Yeah,
really
we
liked it.
like the place.
I'm not sure if Abe liked it as much.
I'm loving the fact that we're on the same page.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Curious, though, why didn't you proceed with the property?
At the time that we looked at it, it was still going for auction. There are a couple of other hesitations, but after spending a lot more time in open homes, it definitely piques my interest again.
Ooh, well, I like a bit of piqued interest. Why don't we go and have another look?
Let's do it.
Well, Paul, it's 100 years old, so you've definitely ticked the vintage box on this one.
This gorgeous 1920s apartment is right up Abe and Laura's alley. It oozes character and has 3 big bedrooms, a generous lounge, and a beautiful dining area with views of Mangawhau, Mount Eden. The only potential downside is the shared garden. But what will be a nice surprise is the price. It's currently listed for $895,000, so well within Abe and Laura's budget.
Welcome to Lucky 7.
Hello, Lucky 7. Love the door handles.
Yeah.
Pretty original.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I remember really liking this space, but it's kind of like sloping down.
It does feel like you want to naturally just walk straight to the amazing view.
Yeah, it is spectacular view.
Well, the great thing about this home, it's original, which means you could modernise if you want to or not do
Or
anything at all.
take it back a little bit. There's a bit of stuff that needs to be undone.
There's a lot of original features, which is incredibly appealing. Some reservations about apartment living, but I've done it before. It reminds me a lot, actually, of an apartment I lived in Mexico City. So, full circle.
Make yourselves at home, have a look around. I'm going to wait outside in the garden because it's gorgeous out there.
Okay, see you soon.
See you soon.
Cool.
It's really nice that you can have like the view of the mountain from your kitchen sink.
You'd swap out all the tile.
There's nothing to save, maybe the sink.
It's also the ability to put your mark on a heritage building, bring something back to heritage.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like I'm off to a good start. Abe and Laura already like this home. They've seen it before. My main concern is that this outdoor area is a common use area, which means it's open to all residents. It may mean that Abe can't have a garden, and I don't know how important that is to him.
You'd want to take the paint off here.
You want to take paint off everything. It'd be really cool to be able to peel this back to more character
Yeah.
and bring this sort of warmth back into the space.
This wardrobe is quite spacious. This could be a spare room even.
Yeah, it is massive. Again, outlook, beautiful across to Mount Eden.
Carrying the fridge up, that's your job.
I think you hit the nail on the head on the character front, and the placement couldn't be better. I could definitely see ourselves in there really breathing some soul into it.
I think it has really good bones, and it had better bones. And so maybe if we can get back to the better bones in some spots.
It does give me a little bit of pause on the front of not being able to garden. It doesn't offer a whole lot in that realm.
Maybe the people who live in the flats are happy to have a garden.
You can always ask.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You pointed out that the floor felt like it was a little uneven. That was an addition that was done around the Second World War and has recently undergone extensive engineering. It's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Good.
The property is currently listed with a price of $895,000.
Okay.
Character home
Yeah.
in the area where you'd love to live.
The dream area.
Yeah.
Smashed it on a lot of fronts.
Thank you.
Thank you for looking at it first. Onward and upward.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on
That's
then.
It sounds like these two could just be willing to compromise garden for location.
Well, as we know, Jane, location really is everything.
We are house hunting for two whānau desperate to put down roots in Tamaki Makaurau.
Abe and Laura are hankering for a vintage home in a central suburb. The Casa Loma got a big tick on character
a lot of original features, which is incredibly appealing to me.
and location,
The placement couldn't be better.
but the lack of private garden was an issue. So this time I'm venturing further afield. We're in the bustling suburb of Avondale, just a stone's throw from the train, local cinema and markets. The average three-bedroom house hovers around $950,000, bang on budget. But while I've got the age of the property right, 1920 surprise behind this fence. What makes me a little nervous is that it's already been renovated. Check out that view.
Wow.
Oh.
When you mentioned Avondale, I was not sure, but I actually really like the hilly parts of Avondale, the fact that we've got a view from here.
We've got a little bit of yard. I can do my gardening here. Plenty of character from the outside. Hopefully matches on the inside.
And we haven't seen it before.
You haven't seen this one?
No.
Oh my goodness. This is where I'm going to leave you.
Okay.
All I'm going to do is open the door.
Yep, it is a risk. You know how they feel about other people's renovations.
Yes, it's been entirely renovated, but it's been done to a gorgeous standard, and they've retained key character features. It has a spacious, light, open-plan kitchen and lounge, 3 big bedrooms with original beam ceilings, a garage and workshop, and of course, a beautiful little garden at the front. This home has an RV of $1 million, but in today's market, it's anyone's guess where it will land.
Nice flooring.
Really nice flooring. Cute door handles.
Nice tall ceilings. Oh, very nice.
Yeah, nicely joined. The kitchen's already done.
It's not my spec of done, but
I think it's been quite tastefully done compared
Yeah.
to some.
I kind of feel like I may have missed the mark on this one. It's completely finished, and I'm worried that they're not going to be able to do enough to this home to put their stamp on it to make it their own, and that's left me feeling nervous.
Another bedroom. Impressive fireplace.
you know, these beams, I reckon, should be exposed. Yeah.
You'd be doing that on your own?
Yes, yeah, it
And
sounds
I'll
like
hold
it.
the ladder.
Yeah, well, I'm surprised you'd even do that.
I don't want you to fall off. You're
Well,
paying for
yeah.
the mortgage.
Yes.
Okay. Wow, look at that view. Ooh,
Oh, yep, okay.
nice bricks. Oh, love the little workbench.
Certainly potential.
Yeah, this could definitely be converted to something.
Enjoyed it, really enjoyed it. You've nailed the character aspect again. As with the other one, sort of a case of peeling it back a little bit, perhaps.
In some spots.
In some spots, but overwhelmingly very, very nice.
So I guess the question is, how much? At the moment, it's absolutely worth a punt at that 950 level. The thing is, between finding this home and getting here to show it to you, there's since been an offer placed on the property. So that would mean if you wanted to act on this property, you'd need to do so in the next 24 hours.
Right.
Okay.
Let's do that for dramatic effect, but it's actually 24 hours.
Yeah.
It's 5 p.m. tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely no pressure.
You can put forward a conditional offer. You don't have to be unconditional, so your due diligence doesn't need to happen before you've made your offer.
Right.
It makes me eager to see the property documents and then go from there.
So you've got a lot of thinking to do. Get some sleep if you can.
Down to the wire.
I know, what a nail biter, eh?
I think you're the one with a sleepless night ahead, Paul.
I know. They really seem to love it, but they still haven't seen my lucky last yet.
Well, I learnt my lesson with Caroline and Andrew in Property 1. Though they could see some positives,
I love the wraparound deck.
there was a major roadblock.
What we're looking for is a more expansive view.
So this time I've put some gas in the car and headed for Whangaparoa, a picturesque peninsula where ocean views are par for the course, and the seaside community is sure to get the seal of approval.
Now for something completely different.
Stunning drive, 10 out of 10 for just stunning views.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see your faces when you walk in and see this view. Let's do it, let's go.
Let's go, let's
Come
go.
on.
Well, the views here are spectacular, Jane, but this is a huge home.
Okay, it may be a tad bigger than what they're looking for, but with size comes that feeling of spaciousness and wow factor. This beautiful home has views from almost every room. It has 4 bedrooms, the master with its own ensuite and walk-in wardrobe. But the best part of this place is the price. It's currently listed for $1.865 million.
I've got to hand it to you, Jane. You're ticking just about every box there is to tick here.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that is cool. That is cool. Ooh, my heart's going.
I've got something else to show you, which I think's going to blow your mind even more.
You're
No.
going to go take one step up? Yeah.
It's not possible.
Not possible.
Oh, yeah. Follow me. Well, welcome to your master bedroom. You have
Oh, never.
a walk-in wardrobe, an ensuite, and...
I'm not worried about those. Wow. Crikey, you can see 2 oceans.
Can you imagine waking up to this every morning?
No.
No, I'm having trouble, but good. Good job. Good job.
What I like is that you can hear the sea.
Yeah.
What a view.
It's mad. It's mad.
One of the things that you wanted was something with wow factor. And I've heard it quite a few times. All right,
It is breathtakingly wow.
I'm going to stop following you around and let you go and
lovely.
explore the home.
Thank
Enjoy.
you.
Enjoy.
Exactly. I'm just waiting to see the price.
Did you see that delightful reaction when they walked into the lounge room and saw the aspect in those sea views? I think Andrew actually got quite a bit emotional. Now, I know the budget will be in the back of their mind, but I have a pleasant surprise up my sleeve that might make them very happy indeed.
Got your ensuite here. Very nice. It's bedroom. I'm losing count of
I think
bedrooms.
that must be an office. Kitchen. Yeah, not bad. Good. It's good. Good bones. Now that's a lounge.
Goodness, that
Good.
is spacious, isn't it?
Fantastic lounge.
It's so light. And look at the windows, like right across
That
the
is
whole
beautiful.
wall.
Wow. I love it.
The moment of truth.
Quite a place.
The view's got something to do with it,
Of
I
course.
suppose.
The view's unforgettable, but also the spaciousness of the house, the airiness, the seclusion.
It's ticking a lot of boxes.
Yeah, I think the price is probably going to be a bit of a shock. It's listed at 1.865.
No.
Yeah, it's
Where's the catch? There's things that we would change, but it's a big place.
it's a big place.
place.
Yeah,
So we thought that would put it out of our league.
it is within your budget. Some properties are taking a wee bit longer to move, and it's all about getting the sweet spot with the price. Tomorrow is a new day.
Can you up it? I don't know whether you can up it
you
even
just
further.
watch me.
Okay, you better have something big in store tomorrow, Jane.
Ooh, just you wait. I think 3 really is going to be the magic number.
You've had an exciting week looking at houses. What kind of things have you found?
These bays, there's an awful lot of them to investigate.
And some beautiful sea views or close to the sea?
Yes, a couple of the properties were very elevated.
New Zealand's a beautiful country. Unfortunately, it is slightly riskier for natural hazards. All over New Zealand, there's lots of different weather events and natural hazards. If you're by the sea, you've got coastal erosion and landslips. So it's really important when you're looking for a property just to make sure that you're doing your due diligence. The LIM reports show you all the information about the property and the land. There is also the Natural Hazards Commission, Tokatawaki, and they have a lot of information on their website. There's also the Natural Hazards Portal, which will give you area-specific information.
And we could input a property address into that portal.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the final thing I'd say would be, once you've found the property you love, you've done all your due diligence, before you put an offer in, make sure you call your insurance company.
Great idea.
Thanks for that.
No problems.
Fantastic.
All the best for the property search. Fingers crossed you find the property of your dreams.
Thank you very much.
I've been hunting high and low for Caroline and Andrew's dream property.
Bit of a wow factor. Not a grandiose factor necessarily, but a wow factor.
But given how they feel about the C word,
Compromise isn't really a word in our vocabulary.
I'm feeling very nervous. Property 1 struck out with its lack of view and ensuite.
I feel I probably haven't quite hit the nail on the head on this one.
And while property number 2 got a huge reaction,
Wow. Oh, never.
I have a feeling the size of it will be a sticking point. So with property number 3, I've pulled out all the stops. We're back in Castor Bay and we're at a property that ticks so many boxes, I think I might have hit the jackpot.
Skippity doo.
Oh, yes, you know me, a tomato here. Can I just say, I love it already.
I know, it's a beautiful cedar home. The brief was they would like a bit of wow factor.
Well, it's certainly packing a whole lot of wow.
It's a reclad home. Just looking at your jacket, you match the house.
Are you saying that I'm a reclad?
When did you have your reclad?
Maybe I need a reclad.
No, you don't. They're quite animated, so what they feel you can see on their faces.
All right, they're a lot like me then, but I've been reclad. I wonder if they'll notice.
No, they won't notice you against the house.
I'll have to move my arms around a lot.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Good morning.
Quite a switch up from yesterday.
Quite grandiose.
Yes, it
This
is.
has a wow factor from the outside.
The
Shall we
inside.
see if we've got a wow factor on the inside?
Love a bit of
Here
wow.
we go.
Did Andrew just say grandiose? Isn't that what they're not after?
Yes, this house is very impressive from the outside, but inside, I promise, the proportions and aspect are just perfect for them. This gorgeous home sits high above Castor Bay with almost 180-degree views. The stunning lounge and dining area opens onto a sun-drenched terrace, and upstairs 3 of the 5 bedrooms take in that amazing view. Now, this home has a CV of $2.25 million, but in a buyer's market, it's always worth taking a punt.
Wow. Oh, goodness. Tiri matangis right there.
Extraordinary. Extraordinary.
Absolutely dazzling.
Quite mesmerising, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Andrew, would you like to come with me and Paul, Caroline could go upstairs?
Sounds good.
See you soon.
Dave.
Good luck.
Now, I understand, Andrew, that you do quite a bit of cooking. I do love a kitchen with a view.
I love a kitchen with a view, but I'll tell you what, Jane, I'm not going to get much cooking done with that view.
This bedroom is complete with walk-in wardrobe, tandem bathroom. Check out this view.
Oh, wow, yes. That is incredible, isn't it? It's breathtaking. I feel blown away. It looks very big from the outside. The room proportions are quite cosy, so you don't feel too overwhelmed. It has got a lot of bedrooms, though.
Yeah. Because you're wanting to have privacy with views, generally the homes that come with ticking all those boxes are sizably bigger than the smaller cottage.
I realise what you're saying. I might have to start using that C word, mightn't I?
Compromise?
Which I said I'd never use.
Gorgeous little garden area. It's quite the spot.
You've provided an awful lot of those ticks. Perhaps a little bit grand for us. I'm not sure we're grand people.
You're selling yourself short, Andrew. I just feel it's going to be tricky to get you a property that has views, that has the tranquility, yet is more of a modest home. It's kind of a contradiction, if you know what I mean.
I think you're right.
We meet again.
Well, what do you think? Is it us?
I don't think it's what we had in our minds, is it?
Not at all.
I love the tranquility.
That's gorgeous.
I love the views. We could make it
Yeah, yeah.
ours, but it will come down to if we have any dollars left in the bank to do that.
Oh, that's going to be painful.
Welcome back.
You've ticked a lot of our boxes.
Yes,
We can't
yeah.
dispute that. In our mind, we literally had in mind a modest place, but we didn't have modest on our list.
No.
This has shown us a tranquil spot that
gorgeous.
probably you don't find a 2-bedroom cottage on in this location. I was wandering around thinking, how would we live here? The kitchen's quite small, so it comes down to the changes we want to make and how much they would cost.
This one would be at the top of your range, $2 million-ish. Very early twos, potentially. And I know that you didn't really want to max out.
If we did, it was for walk-in.
Turnkey, walk in, unpack your bag. Yeah. We've got the wheels spinning inside
Certainly have.
with the 3 properties that I've shown you. And we're going to meet tomorrow.
Cool, we look forward to it.
All right.
I saw a bit of a glimmer in Caroline's eye for this one.
I do wonder if they may be becoming more open to a bit of compromise.
Well, Jane, it's time to hot-foot it across town to meet Abe and Laura. So far, they seem to have loved both properties.
You hit the nail on the head on the character front.
Oh, very nice.
But I've left them with a major conundrum overnight.
You'd need to act in the next 24 hours.
I have no idea what their decision will be,
No pressure.
so I'm ploughing on with property 3 regardless. This time, we're in Waterview, a gorgeous central suburb packed with picturesque period properties. The median house price is around 1.1 million, which is 100,000 above their upper limit. But I think I've found them something they'll fall in love with that could be within reach.
Today, I'm relying on the power of the flower.
Aww.
This place has garden. They want character. It's got character. A sensational view.
Great location. That will definitely seal the deal. In fact, you don't have to wait too long because I can see them walking down the street.
Howdy.
Guys.
Hi.
Laura, lovely to meet you. I'm Jane.
Nice to meet you.
And Abe.
Abe, great
Nice
to meet you.
So, how did you sleep?
Spotty, but we got there.
Abe and Laura were in a position where there was a multi-offer on a property and
We decided not to join the fray. Felt it needed more time before we were ready
Yeah.
to make a decision like that.
And we were very keen to see the third one. By this
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
I think we made the right decision.
I think you made the right decision as well, and I've got your little gift. I've got you some flowers from your garden.
From my garden.
What do you think of the home?
First impressions certainly looks really good. Brick and tile, low maintenance.
And loving the mid-century flourishes.
Should we go and have a look?
Maybe. Let's see.
Sitting high on its own section, this beauty has sweeping views of Waterview, best enjoyed from the sun-soaked balcony. Inside, there's a gorgeous lounge and dining area, 3 big bedrooms, and a vintage kitchen with original cabinets. Out the back, there's a covered patio that could be turned into more garden space. And of course, plenty of garden out the front. I believe a realistic figure could be around that 1 million mark, just within their budget.
Wow, I'm liking it even more. These floorboards.
This is so cute.
Very
it's really
cute.
cute.
Nice tall ceiling.
3-paned windows, they're really cute.
Very happy. Well done.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm all for a bit of an explore. Laura, would you like to go with Jane and Abe? You and I have a date out on the porch.
Lovely.
Well, you've given them flowers, so you might as well.
Well, it'd be rude not to. Shall we?
Absolutely. Let's
Great,
do it.
mate. Check this out. Wow.
Oh, cool.
This could be your own botanical garden.
Perfect. This space would work really, really well with that. And keep it nice and warm in winter as well. Very, very nice. Good start.
Good. Nice. Tick.
Wow, this is spacious. Look at that view. Oh, that's amazing. Tongue and groove, original. tongue and
Oh,
groove
they
stuff.
don't make wardrobes like that anymore.
No, they don't. Then we have to decide who gets this bedroom.
The mama gets the bedroom. Come on, surely.
Oh, lovely. The original built-ins by the looks of it. Fantastic. You know, it's a bit of a mix of old and new, but there's definitely some old to bring some shine to. I could definitely see myself making this space my own.
You know what is wonderful, being a mother with sons, very similar age, is how beautiful that Abe is buying a house with you in mind.
That is very kind of him.
It's amazing. You've obviously got a very close bond.
We have got a close relationship, the 3 of us, his sister as well, been really close.
He knows that he's got a reliable, non-partying flatmate.
What are you suggesting, Jane? My party days are not necessarily over.
Not at all, but maybe not every weekend till 4 o'clock in the morning.
No, that's quite correct.
Yes.
What did you think?
Yeah, I really like this house. It's got just the right amount done that I'm not worried about anything while still preserving a lot of the original features.
I think the fact that the second and third bedrooms are still actual bedrooms as opposed to studies or half bedrooms. I'm holding my breath a little bit about price.
Yes.
I feel like Paul might have just taken a little stretch on the budget.
Hello?
Hello.
Again.
How are you feeling?
Well, we both really like it, which is lucky.
Yeah. There's plenty of character. Mid-century, as always, tall ceilings, light open spaces.
And the view
The view, the garden.
from most rooms.
Absolutely.
We're the ones biting our nails now, Paul.
In this case, it's around that $1 million mark.
Sounds to me like a number that we can work with.
I can see you guys living here.
I've felt that walking through the house as well, sort of visualising where things would go and how I'd lay things out and what colour I'd paint this
I
room
was
and
too.
whatnot. Well, there you go.
Well, There's a lot to think about. I'm ready for a sunset wine.
Oh, let's do it.
Here on the deck, I think.
Right off into the
Perfect.
sunset.
Yep, they're in love.
I don't think I'm going to sleep a wink tonight, Jane. I can't wait to hear their decision.
It's crunch time for Caroline and Andrew. I gave them a lot to consider this week, and I can't wait to hear if any of the properties had enough wow to woo them into a deal.
Well, what a week we've had.
Oh, a roller coaster. It's been a bit challenging because we gave you a very open book.
Considering you said pretty much anywhere in Auckland.
I don't know how you did it. You did it.
What I've enjoyed is that you've shown us 3 properties we never would have gone through the door, and that's been quite a revelation. It's kind of opened our eyes a bit to,
Maybe what you can get.
and the difficulty of getting a modest home while having air and light and views and tranquility. We're getting the idea that it was quite a tricky brief.
No,
not at all.
I don't know what. No.
Property number 1.
An oasis, which was beautiful and tranquil, but didn't really give us the feeling of spaciousness that we were looking for.
Okay, come on down, property number 2.
Did my eyes pop out of my head?
Property number 2 blew us away with the view. It was a beautiful property and ocean views to die for. But number 2 was quite overwhelming.
It's a big home. What are your thoughts on that one?
Possible, maybe.
Glimmer?
Glimmer. Yeah.
I'll go glimmer.
And then property number 3.
Grandiose was a word I used several times.
That one did deliver on the airy and spacious feel, but I guess air and light is quite expensive in Auckland.
Auckland.
This is so much more for us than casually looking for a home. We don't have a home, so for us it's been an important journey.
It's time to put your roots down, that's for sure.
We did have a front runner, property number 3.
Ah,
We are seriously interested.
Fantastic,
I
okay.
think we need to go away and consider what is our best offer and move from there.
awesome. There's a bit of homework to do first, then we can look at putting something on paper.
Sounds great. Thank you for your help.
Excellent.
Cheers to that.
Right. Next chapter.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Well, I didn't expect that, Jane.
I know, I can't quite believe it myself, and I'm here to help them every step of the way.
Oh, good luck. After Abe and Laura decided not to go ahead with the stucco surprise and the deadline sale, that's left just 2 properties in the running. And they've just told me they've got their own surprise in store for their family.
My grandmother was actually the one who pushed us to apply for the show.
And we haven't told anybody. Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Surprise, Trish. And everyone else. I've been quite excited by our adventure this week.
We'd really like to thank you. We feel like you got it really right.
Oh, thank you very much. Look, it's been a real honour for me and my absolute pleasure to be on that journey with you. And what better place to start than Casa Loma?
We really loved that property. It has character in spades. The era, fantastic. Placement, incredible. Only downside is, you know, we're in a culture of standalone houses and it's an apartment.
Yeah.
But I've lived in apartments before. It's never really fazed me anywhere else, so why should it faze me here?
Moving on with property number 3.
It's a fantastic house and relatively unmolested in terms of taking away those character features. There's so much you could do with that property.
They're both in the running, seriously in the running.
Very seriously in the running. At the moment, I have them with the big boss, aka my mortgage broker.
Right.
And we'll see if I get this. Oh, no. This is the even bigger boss.
Right. Is there a bigger boss?
Yeah, somehow. I didn't realise there was.
Are you saying that you're going to make an offer on one of these properties if you can get your ducks in a row?
Yeah, I think that could very well be our next step.
Crystal ball, we're standing in front of Casa Loma, water view. The keys are in front of you. Which keys to which home do you take? What does your heart say?
I think I'd be sitting outside for a few days.
Do you love them both that much?
Yeah, I really, really like them both that much.
If we're talking with our heart and money wasn't an object, heart says...
Heart only, it probably would be Waterview. If only it was that easy.
Well, I think we've got a bit of work ahead of us.
Yeah.
So let's celebrate the fact that we've found 2 homes.
Yes.
And let's see what we can work and see if we can get something together for you. So
Salute.
I look forward to hearing the next step in your journey.
Absolutely.
Well, that is the definition of a win-win situation. They love them both.
There's a lot of work to be done, but I can't wait to hear which house they decide to go after.
Well, while you wait, I have news from Caroline and Andrew. Sadly, the figure they were keen on wasn't enough to deliver their cedar dream. But our property hunt lit a fire, and they have been seeking out coastal homes all over Auckland's North Shore.
And I've got an update from Abe and Laura. They decided to follow their heart and go for the Waterview mid-century beauty. Unfortunately, another buyer pipped them at the post with a stronger offer. But just weeks later, they found their perfect property in Te Atatu. And now they're living the Kiwi dream in a standalone home with a beautiful garden and buckets of character. Looking to buy your perfect property? One Roof makes your search simple with thousands of listings, estimates and news. Head to oneroof.co.nz now. Next time,
Where's the garden then?
we're in Tāmaki Makaurau, Auckland,
Where's the garage, Paul?
where the wish list
I'm really feeling the pressure.
is a bit hit and miss.
Sounds like you do need some help.
Yeah.
Can we find the perfect house?
Where's my clothes go?
For Mum and Dad
Is this your gaming room?
and 2 kids.
He's got an eye for real estate.
He does.